Alright, so welcome to IT 305 Database Advanced Techniques. Well, we will be working on database ICE4. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to allow me to do things on your computer, and then we'll go and import a query from another database. So similar to what we were doing with the Excel, but now with Access. So go ahead and find that soldier query ACCDB, click on it and hit OK. And what we're going to be taking is the list of platoon weapons query. Hit OK. You can see on our left window it'll pop up, and let's open it. And there it is. So we're going to be working with the inner joins, count, and the where function on this query. So let's open it up again. So we're going to look first at our relationships, and the first one, we're going to left click on the link between the two tables, then right click and choose join properties. What we see is an inner join, then two outer joins. So one takes all records from soldier, the other one from soldier holds position. So we'll call number 2 a left join and number 3 a right join. We look at our data, we see we have 200 records right now, and what we're going to do is we're going to look for the totals. So we're going to start with a count first, and remember, count is a mathematical function, so look for the thing that looks like a mathematical function. We're going to make sure that platoon is ascending, nomenclature is ascending, and you can see there is a new row called total with 2, which automatically assigns group by to each field. Go ahead and save this as a count of platoon weapons. We're going to change this group by to count and view the results. So you'll notice that because of the way we grouped it, by having count in the middle, it's counting the wrong, we're getting the incorrect results. So we want to change nomenclature to group by and serial number to count. So the last column should always be the one that's counted for the most part. When we go to view the results, we'll see we get the correct results where it's counting by grouping by platoon, then counting the number of weapon types in that platoon. Next, we're going to filter it by a date, right? So we want all results with a departure date greater than today. So we're going to change group by to where, and we're going to type in greater than date parentheses. When we view that, it gives us a new count of all the platoon types and weapon types that are greater, with people greater than this date. So here's a little pro tip. How the date function works. The difference between date and now records the time as well. So we're going to put date plus 90 now, which means we want today's date plus 90 days in the future. And if you go back to your count, you'll see that the results are slightly different. We're going to use a new function called date add, which acts much like date plus 90. So we're going to type in date add. We're going to type in M for month, 3 for 3 months in the future, and then finally date to record today, or to say our start time is today. So here, same results because it's basically the same thing. So here's that format, just to clarify it, and that if you want to use a prior to, use a negative. So we're going to close this, and we're going to look at establishing outer and inner joins. So let's go to find soldier not assigned weapon. What you can see is we have 2 soldiers who are not assigned weapons. You'll see the is null, that signifies it's an outer join. So think of the Venn diagram, and that inner part is now not included. That's what that is null does. So let's left click on the relationship and right click. So you'll see it's a left join, or option number 2. And usually it will include the fields that are equal, but in this case, because of the is null, it is not including that. So let's take this out and view it. Now you'll see it includes those equal parts. Let's change the join properties. Left click, right click, and then let's pick all the ones from weapon and just the one from soldier that are equal. We'll include serial number just to kind of make it more clear, and we'll sort ascending. Let's view it, and you can see all the ones from weapon and only the ones from soldier that are equal. If we change this to is null, we get that outer join where we take that inner part of the Venn diagram out. So any ones that are equal are now not included. So we're going to the between function, the last thing you'll need for your project. Let's go ahead and open weapons assigned to soldier. And this is going to take dates between a start date and an end date. So let's include this departure. You'll see the dates, and we're going to take a date from a start date to an end date. So we'll type in between date, and we're going to use date add and pick a day or month 3 months prior to that date. So we're going to add in this format. Let me expand that out for you, and that's how our between function should look.